Hello everyone, this is Gamer, and I'll be returning to Roguetech. Okay, see what happened. Alright, so just gonna do my standard things, get things connected, and then we shall go from there. Okay, here and there. Good. Alright. Yep, that's ready, and then we'll just stream this on the voice channel. If someone joins, great. If not, not gonna lose any sleep. Wow, they are determined. They are so determined to take some of these systems. Huh. Alright. I mean, all I'll say is interesting. Do I have missions against Canopus? Yes. Coalition. Alright, we do have some missions. Need to wait for one Annihilator to be ready. See, the thing I don't like about this event is that there's a chance for injury, but I guess that's the point. The other is like less morale. I mean, like 50k is nothing for me right now. But I mean, morale might matter. Because there are some situations where I'm like, ah, shoot. And it's like, oh, right, yeah, no. Probably avoid that happening here. Oh, I just realized I made a type. Oh, wow. Give me a moment. This is related to my role-playing. So what I did is... No, that should be capitalized. What am I doing? So I've started the Mech Olympics, and there are definitely some things that are in need of being looked at. So yeah, started it. So first round will be a hovercraft race. I went to Roguetech. I found all the... I mean, basically I just said, Control F, hovercraft, and they gave me all the different ones. Some familiar, some I'm like, I've never seen this. Or maybe I have seen this, but I'm like, I don't remember. So what happened is I basically picked the hovercraft. If they have different variations, I picked one. I showed their movement, their armor and structure, and their weapons. And a lot of those don't matter for deciding on the final outcome. Those are like all for me, right? It's like I want to be able to take a glance and be like, oh, this is the... Yeah, I want to look at it and be like, oh, this is the Mech. Like, this is the vehicle. It has this weapon. So it's like, while I'm reporting it, I could say, oh, so and so used the LRM to shoot at. Like, I even noted down whether or not the vehicle is turreted or not. Because if they're turreted, they could attack a target behind them. But if they're not turreted, they can only attack the one ahead of them. So that makes a big difference regarding like story-wise. It's like, okay, who's taking the lead? Who is where? Can they fight back? If they can't, it's like, oh, sucks for them because they're taking hits from the rear. So, like, those are all like these small things that seems like a bit more work, but I do enjoy it in a really weird kind of way. So Yeah, don't judge me. Don't you judge me. I know what you're thinking right now in your head. You're like, this guy's weird. This guy is an awkward nut. I mean, you're not wrong, but I would prefer you not call me that. Just because truth hurts doesn't mean that you have to lay it out and make me be aware of it, okay? Be nicer. I already have plenty of drama to deal with. I don't need more. Thank you. I appreciate it. Stop judging me. Alright. Is there a chance of... Yeah, this is not the best drop, to put it simply. But yeah, no, like a lot of those notes I've taken will be useful for when I'm writing about the stories. So I think that'll be fun. Yeah, that's actually not so great drop. I mean, I don't know exactly where they're gonna be at, so it's like I have to work with what I have, right? I have a feeling there'll be no one in the chat, so don't expect too much. I'm not expecting much. Dragon X. Oh, you're the one with arrow? Let's deal with the catapult first. Huh. Didn't have much health left. Like in the ideal world, this engine would just give out and boom. One shot, one kill. Yeah, you have arrow 4. Not the clan one, mind you. I actually don't know what's the difference between the clan one and that one. And shouldn't there be a 4th enemy? Ah, shoot, is there a crab? Actually, let's give you vigilance so you have a chance to go. Oh, they're going for the legs. That's something they're good at. Normally. At least not when I want it, okay? It's very rare that they will do certain things when I want it, right? It's like I don't need it. It's like, we'll go for the leg. It's like, no! Go for that center torso, please. What? Wow, that king crab. Yeah, I was like, it has to be a king crab. The odds of anything else that big that could just get that close without being detected is like, no. At least I think it's the one that has the chameleon LPS. Oh, I can't even hit it. Oh, okay. Its initiative is 18, so. In case I don't do enough, I want to maybe cook it. I'm hoping. In this instance, taking out the legs, I'm actually not against it. I just don't want to say it because I'm worried I would jinx it. Yeah, I'll stay quiet. Yeah, the Kraken is very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Alright, right, back to the other thing. So yes, I, like, for the role-playing, I listed out the name, armor and structure, weapons, movement. All of those will play a role in the story, but they won't play a role in the, like, I'm trying to do a bunch of events. It's not realistic for me to you know, do I don't know, 1d6 to see who starts out first, and that. No, I'm gonna do something very simple. I'm not gonna say what it is because it's top secret. Don't worry, you won't know because I don't trust you in secret. So I'm gonna do something that's relatively simple, and then it will determine the winner, and then I'll play around that about it. So yeah, that's mostly all that's going to happen. um. 85. Yeah, that's not worth my time. I'm gonna do something. So yeah, stats won't matter. And meanwhile, I'm already like trying to think about what the next event will be. I'm actually having fun. And what's funny is I got one of my former mates from Valkyrie. He's handling gambling. You know, just people could play C builds or whatever and be like, yeah, I want to bet on this team. It's I don't know how that's gonna go. It's just that I mean there are two reasons why I handed off to him. So first, I don't think I can handle that and organize stuff. So yeah, that isn't going to happen. And then so that's step one. I can't handle both of those because that is just a lot of work that I cannot deal with. Like just thinking of these games, getting these stats, so writing them is taking enough of my free time. So yeah, I'm not gonna push myself. And secondly, I feel like if there's someone else dealing with that, I can achieve some level of impartial, right? Because if I don't know who's, you know, if I'm not keeping track of who's betting on what team, then I you know, if their team loses, they can't say, hey, you rigged it. You know I support this team, so you made it lose. So I'm hoping that eventually all of these bets could be done through DMs to the other person, and then I don't need to worry about it at all. That's that's a hope. Whether or not it happens, that's a whole different matter. But yeah, overall, that's the sort of thing that that's the sort of thing I'm hoping. I mean, there's always a chance for some people to abuse certain things to ruin it for everyone. That is unavoidable. I'm hoping that people will be able to behave enough this time that we can have a good time because like this is like this is all made up, right? There's no actual money. There's nothing on the line. Like even for the teams, I just picked colors. I picked like so what I did is I went to I basically picked some colors from Red Alert 2 skirmishes. May I had to change one of them because but overall I just picked gold, red, blue, green, orange, purple, pink, gray. Right? Default colors. You can't like I understand there's probably a faction associated with any of these, but I've already emphasized that none of these are associated with a faction. I want people to play nice and be like, it's not like, oh look, there's blue, so it must be Steiner. It's like no, and green isn't directorate or canopus, and red isn't Corrida. It's like, yeah, no. So that's what I've been doing, trying to make it so people cannot possibly confuse these things. They can't say, "Oh, look, so this faction is winning." It's like, no, we already have enough. I guess tribalism. If that's the right term. Between groups. I don't want to make it more, so I'm just gonna use the certain colors, and then that's it. Some of it just gets a little out of control. It's just messy. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to run the risk. Run the risk of hitting my own mechs, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. People will enjoy it. Like, even if people don't participate, right? Which I can't totally understand why they don't want to. Even if they don't want to participate, if they enjoy reading it and have fun, that's the whole point. Lately, it's been way too tense. Like, it's a unhealthy level of tenseness, and I'm like, it has to stop. So I hope that's what's gonna happen, right? People's mood will improve, and then we can be like, yes, good. You know, just trying to help the directorate get through one of its darker histories. Can you take it out? Ooh, okay, that's very good. I mean, I am a bit ahead of schedule, but I have no problem with that. So there will be some waiting, but yeah, no problem with that. I would rather be waiting and get missions done than take way too long and get fewer missions done. Yeah, now I am in this kind of a tougher spot where I need to figure out what's the next event. Right? I'll always have to plan ahead with these things, because otherwise it's like, oh shit, I don't have enough time. Because I think once things start going, I will need to like have a kind of a good system, like a better system on how to plan ahead, how to prepare. I'm still working out like how I want to present it. Like, am I an announcer? Am I someone who, some commentator, or am I, how like late at night you have these sports channel where someone recaps stuff. Like, do I want to do that? I'm still trying to figure out. This is why I enjoy these, because it allows my imagination to just run wild and like, oh, let's try this. Or maybe I'll try that. Maybe this. Yeah, it's a lot of. We'll see. It's definitely a lot of. We shall see how things will go. In the meantime, just gonna be waiting a bit for the cooldown. And then, yeah, no, that'll be good. So yeah, next event. Next event. Actually, it's funny. Like, before this stream, I was thinking about an event. It's like the gymnastics. At least I think it's called gymnastics. The one where I have a big mat and someone's like doing flips and stuff. Like the reason why I was thinking about it is that let's see. So Battletech has something called Noisiel Summer Games. There isn't a lot of information on it, but from what I heard, they have like American football, basketball, baseball, relay races, dance-offs, and martial arts. and that dance off really like got my attention. I'm like, because initially I'm like, you know what, gymnastics is not gonna happen. These are not very agile. Even if they're light, even if they run around quickly, they're not exactly gonna do crazy flips. I'm like, dance off, and I'm like, my gears start turning because that sounds like it's a very interesting thing indeed. I don't know if I'll do it. I mean, I might want to do some other ones that might be a bit easier, and then we shall see. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think about various things. I mean, during this time, I might as well check Olympic events. I mean, summer, of course. I mean, like something like archery is just straightforward, right? It's just give them an AC2. I think AC2 is like not very well liked. So, yeah, I need Olympic Games. Winter would be interesting. It's like have a Winter Olympics, probably. So archery is straightforward. Basketball would be interesting. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think how basketball would work. It's like instead of a ball, we could have one of those suspicious cargoes. Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm too evil. No, I'm not evil. I'm just kind of evil. Basketball, badminton, new. Like boxing is just melee at this point. I mean, I could add a spin to boxing, so could be interesting. Like have interference from units outside the ring. I think that'd be chaotic. Just thinking about it is like, ugh, that's chaotic. And then we could have like fencing, right? Where they're like using. Are there katanas? I remember there's swords, so like vibra swords or whatever. So there is definitely that, right? Define what weapons they will have, and that'd be pretty. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, I just saw something in Discord. It's like, yeah, that's entertaining. No comment. But yeah, that's that. See, that's a cool thing, right? If I can decide on a certain, if I can decide on the next event, I can start thinking how am I going to do this, what mechs I'm going to use, and if certain things like archer, am I going to specify certain weapons like AC2s. I from what I gather, a lot of people are like AC2 are not very good. I I mean, see, the reason why I haven't really used the AC2s is due to the fact that see, that's the thing, right? If you have a weapon that's long range, it better be really good. Otherwise, I feel like it's not quite worth the time and effort. Like my issue with AC2 is that it needs line of sight, but its damage output is actually low enough that I'm like, why would I waste time on this again? Right, AC2 is not an easy weapon to use because it needs line of sight. It's long range, so you have to keep that line of sight, and its damage output is like early game. Maybe it's solid if you could hit, but that's the irony, right? Early game where its damage would be acceptable also happens to be when your equipment is not great and your pilots are untrained. So like AC2 just doesn't really have a good AC2 just doesn't really have an opportunity to really shine in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Of course, from what I gathered, a lot of other people are also. That's interesting. Funny that fight this faction. They want you. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that is funny. Some of these comments. Yep. So they want someone else to do it for them. So lazy. Yeah, a lot of these are like taken out of context. It's like, yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. Which I'm perfectly fine. Huh. So try. Alright, why is this taking so long? I mean, I know actually, this battle urban, I didn't look. I didn't look at the map. Yeah. Maybe you can come down. That's not. That's not. Okay. Why is this so slow? I do find it amusing that like there will be people watching these conversations, right? And if one faction say, "Hey, why don't you fight this other faction?" Like, why do you want to create conflict between us? But how about we come knock on your door, and you can tell us how you feel like it. And of course, there's someone who's trying to stir the pot. Yeah, I don't know why. So damn slow. Dude, there's a server down again. All right. Right. Olympics. We had like football, golf. Golf will be interesting because I could see with some modifications it can work. I just need to figure out what's gonna be used for clubs. like instead of doing your standard swing, I could have mechs just use their torso rotation. So something like a blackjack can do pretty well. because of its extra torso. Speaking of torso, I need to loosen my spine. I don't know if you heard that. I hope not. Like, yeah, that's my spine. Let's go here. Here. Now, other than something really stupid happening, this should be quick-ish. Why am I so... Why do I have burps? Great, I have to fight the urge to not burp. That's gonna be fun. Okay, it's a longbow. It doesn't... It has a reasonable amount of armor, but it doesn't have like free... Oh, it's going first. Come towards me. Don't you dare run. Don't you dare run. Okay, that was Wait, that means I might not have line of sight. I wish that would have hit. I'm not gonna move more than one of them. Wait, what? Oh no, I did hit. Wait, how did I survive? Artillery might be enough. If it's center torso, yeah, the fact that it falls down is... Yeah, if it falls down, it's done. The goner. I don't know if I could get back to... Don't know if I could get back to the evac zone like very next turn. But the good thing is the enemy can't attack the... At least these guys can't attack the moment they drop, so that's good. Alarian. Oh, I haven't seen anyone playing Alarian this season. I was like, huh, interesting. I guess we'll let the AI do it. Yeah, that is fun. Yeah, no comment. Don't mind me. Okay, I could finish it, so I just need to look at the time and... Okay, 4 more minutes. Got it. Alright, you know, they're talking about... Now they're talking about map colors, and... Yeah, there are some factions that if you put them next to each other, it's nearly impossible to tell the difference. Like, nearly impossible, so... Yeah. I would definitely not advise it. At least not advise trying... I mean, that's the thing, right? You never have control who your neighbors are. And for this season, Cercinus? I don't know if there's Cercinus, Cercinus, Circinus. Them and House Horses, their colors are very similar. I can't always tell if they are the same, so I'm gonna say they're very similar shades. Maybe they aren't the same, but yeah, my eyes are like, yeah, screw this. I'm gonna strike. Can't force me to differentiate the colors. Okay, let's get back to like things like handball and basketball. Those will probably just have one and maybe mix them. Now, something about like BMX racing would be interesting. I mean, it won't work this season, but next season it might, because there'll be some quad mechs. Actually, no. If there's quad mechs, then it will be a equestrian or that horseback riding thing. Wait, not part of the Summer Olympics? I was almost certain I've seen it before. Oh, there is equestrian, or however you pronounce it. Yeah. And then in like karate, judo. I mean, come on. Mechs are gonna. They have charge, they have punch, they have kick, and they have melee weapons. We're not gonna come out with like mech fu or. No, I'm not coming up with names. You're not making me. Rugby happen. I mean, I guess you could make a ball, but then it's like, how do you? Oh, and then surfing. Oh, these mech. Surfing could work if we go with lighter mechs. Rowing. Rhythmic gymnastics. I mean, we're gonna have that dance off, so it's gonna be, yeah. Actually, this was the gymnastic as I was talking about, so again, that makes sense. There's shooting and there's archery, so I mean, archery we could do. Yeah, actually, archery we could probably work with arrows, and then for shooting we could have like AC2, or it could be handheld. Honestly, that I will have no problem with that. Let's have it handheld. Yeah, that's something else I need to look at. I haven't really used handheld stuff, so that can definitely be. And of course there could be a certain events that's specific to mechs, like I don't know, AMS. What do I even call it? I'm trying to think. Brain, don't fail me now. It's failing me now. Like, maybe I could do some event with AMSs. We have like a Lanza mechs that are purely built on AMS, and they are determined on that's yeah, no, that's a lot of math I have to figure out, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Yes, no, screw that. No, AMSs. No, it's just not happening. I mean, maybe we'll have certain events where mechs will carry AMS so that they can shoot down missiles to minimize the damage they take during whatever event they're part of. But yeah, no, I am not. Yeah, screw that. Uh, boarding. Oh man, weightlifting. Let's drop things on top of them. I can definitely see that happening. Traveling. I mean, honestly, some of these could just be farces, right? We're gonna throw a locust on the trampoline that's built for an assault, and it just get launched into the ceiling, or gets launched into space. Actually, I could probably show those as bloopers. That is actually something that could happen. And make those like bloopers. It's like, oh, where's that locust going? Oh, it's going to the next system over. Have center as left orbit. I can't tell. Probably pirates, yeah. I'm like, knowing my luck, a lot of these are probably pirates. That's Word of Blake. Canopian, okay. Yeah, just getting the right missions are little tough, but but yeah, maybe I could talk about events we wanted to plan for, but didn't quite work out. Like, we were planning on a trampoline, but sadly, after a couple of locusts have been sent out of orbit and went crashing to nearby moons, we have decided to cancel it. Something like that. um, yeah, no, there are definitely some options. I just need to figure them out. I mean, baseball can kind of work. Just have them descend into like combat. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be yeah, we'll see. I mean, I still have to decide on what's the next event because I start thinking ahead. Okay, so what are we? Maybe I'll do archery, and by archery I mean just arrow. Or throw in the arrow competition. We'll have mechs that are generally ranged, arm them with arrows, and have them hit certain targets. I mean, I could make it almost like a dual sort of style. Oh no! I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do free for all. We're gonna have 8 mechs. All of them carry 2 arrows, and their job is to survive through it. And the last three remaining mechs will the last 3 remaining mechs they will be rated based on the damage they had taken in that fight. Yeah, no, I like that. That is a lot simpler than my previous idea, so I like it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the archery, basically using arrows. I mean, I know for the Olympics, at least from what I recall, archery is basically, you know, you have, at least from what I recall, it's like 2 people facing off, and then they fire X number of shots, and then they get a certain score, something like that. That's what I recall. I mean, we're not gonna have 2 of them side by side. We're gonna have it mech style, which means that they are going to go boom, go kaboom, which should. We'll have to sprint you a bit to just avoid the chance of you hitting one of our own. I'd appreciate that. Oh, nice. Got rid of that fella. That big fella. Big fella. Can we hit the ghost? Yes. Okay, so right now the biggest threat is the one that's still standing. I don't know when it will get a chance to move. Hollow's gone. So that's pretty good. Yeah, now I also need to figure out like what mechs are decent at arrow. I mean, I guess if you reach like this is actually, am I gonna allow AMSs? No AMS. I think AMS will kind of ruin the game. The whole point is like strategize and trying to take out the enemy. I also don't think they can carry enough AMS to really shoot down the arrow. Arrows are hard to shoot down from my experience, so. So yeah, they are definitely not like I feel like the tonnage and the equipment needed to make it possible to shoot down arrows is a bit unrealistic here. So probably no AMS right now. It probably will be a free-for-all, 2 arrows for each team and any ammo that they want. So yeah, no, that should work out reasonably well. I hope. So yeah, that'd be the archery. See, I just want to have this idea ready so that when I start digging down, because honestly, like brainstorming these ideas usually it takes a good portion, and then the other portion is like trying to figure out how I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna decide on the winner and loser and stuff. Like I said, there'll be a secret. Nobody will know how these winners are determined, since I'm not dealing with the bets. It does mean that I can't be like, oh, I don't like this person. I'm trying to be as impartial as partial as. Now I need to double check. I just don't know if impartial means what I think it is. You know how you have like words and then you're like, okay, yeah, impartial. Yes, that is what I'm looking for, or at least what I'm trying to achieve with this. Now, whether or not the someone says 1.5 skill assassination. Well, sure, your target is in the Marauder. Oh, and he has 3 lances backing him up. Actually, 2 of those lances are like normally given. You have to be very lucky to not get ambushers. If you go into assassination where it's just your target and supporting lance, that's like a good day, like a very good day. So I need to figure out. I mean, I got that figured out. Okay, so back to the hovercraft. I think I need to do a map. I'm not really good at describing racetracks. I'm not good at describing most things, period. But racetracks is especially tough. So I think a map, top-down map that shows water and land, those would be reasonable. And then I'll just describe certain things, like there will be minefields, there'll be area that will be experiencing a lot of artillery strikes. So those artillery will be like high explosive. Probably not shape charge. Shape charge is more. Yeah, shape charge is a little unfair. Actually, no. How should I do this? I don't want them to be too accurate that they could just target down and shoot things down. So maybe I'll have like. Is it Demolisher? Roguetech. I think it's Demolisher, not a Demolisher 2. Demolisher has different variations. That is. Yeah, there's right, the thumper one. Yeah, that's no what? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, two thumper. It only has basic sensors, standard FCS, so it's not very accurate. I, like if they're accurate, they're gonna be shooting at like the first enemy. So I don't know, like the first, the leader of the race, and I don't think that's very fair. So that's probably what's going to happen. Just have some part demolishers, fire at a region, pepper the area, and if you get unlucky enough to get hit, well, sucks for you. You are clearly not destined to win that. Like, clearly not destined to win that event. If you get hit by... Like, I'm saying that because I have used Thumper Demolisher. And and I get very happy if they come close to the target I'm trying to hit. Like, I'm not even counting on them hitting the actual target. Like, that's like... Yeah, no. I am not counting on that, I assure you. Is there anything good here? They're all pretty... Nah. Dreadnoughts... Dreadnought is only worth that much because they have the hardened barrel, that armor, that regens and stuff. So there's that. That is interesting. Alright. Right, so there'll be artillery, there'll be a minefield. Nobody will know where they are, so there'll be no leak of to the contestants, so nobody has an advantage. That's a plan. Okay, they took back renown. Good. I'll fight them for it. Kind of. Maybe. Oh, that is... Yeah, no, that is not... Actually, no, that's... That 41%? Yes, that was 41%. So they do have a heavy hitter. Working at it. Let's see if they still give me anything. Actually, now that in hindsight, I should have taken the other job, but... these things take time. It's mostly finding the missions that gets a little tricky. That's all. Alright, we have that, and then we can go to Renown to pay them a proper visit. If they want to flip back and forth, I'm like, I'll do it. Because it won't frustrate the other person. They're like, damn it, I just flipped it. They might come and play here. I don't know. Not always obvious. Maybe after all this. Yeah, just gonna joke with a friend. Maybe after all this is gonna happen. Yeah, we actually have... this person has been around for a while, but he only just joined the direct private channel. I was very surprised because I'm like, after all that has happened, like, I don't even want to recruit anyone because at this point it feels like I don't want to get people involved in the drama until it's all dealt with. So I was very surprised when it's like, oh, so and so just join your faction. It's like, sorry, what? What? Yeah, I think need to check something. Rogue Tech turret system. No, not turret coolant. Which map is this again? Oh yeah, it's yes, okay. We shall go with that. Do we have allies? Yes. You don't say, Captain Obvious. I shouldn't be so mean to him. Honestly. I really shouldn't. Sorry, Doris. Because that's kind of what happened in Discord. Like, people are just mean to other people when they shouldn't have. Like, the rule I go with is simple. I don't care if someone's playing the bad guys. Everyone deserves respect, and you don't get to insult other people and then say, oh, it's very in character. It's like, no. Don't. Just be a decent human being. Right? Like even if someone role plays a really good villain, it still doesn't give you the excuse to like start insulting them or calling them names or do anything that's offensive. Unfortunately, some people take it a bit far. Wait, what? And who the heck lost? Oh, the mobile. I was like, who the heck was? Let's go after their escorts. I aim for the victor, right? I'm like, I just don't know. Let's go after that. I think I went after Victor. If I didn't, that was weird. I mean, that was a miss then. Or it just happened to be in the way at that point. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not really complaining. I know it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm sorry. My tone can be confusing at times. Yeah, indirect fire with Artemis is pretty damn bad. Not gonna lie. Wow, you missed terribly. Stop it. Oh, announcement. Yeah, currently the Roguetech site is offline, so. Alicorn. You shouldn't get a turn? Wait, I can't tell. Are there only 2 of them? 2 reinforcements is like pretty good. Yeah, I don't see the other. Oh, I hit. Okay, I'll focus on these guys then. Let's. Yeah, let's get rid of the Zeus first. And then we'll worry about the rest shortly afterwards. Wait, really? Oh, that arc is... If this was a blackjack, it might not have this problem. Might. I'm actually not entirely sure. Yeah, go after that fella. Okay, so there are 2 of them. See? And you will deal with... I don't like the one with the arrow, so... Wow, its AMS is pretty solid. So that must be... Oh yeah, that was a Zeus. I'm like, it must be... It is a Zeus. Ooh. Ouch. Heavy gauss? Maybe. Target acquired. Well, ain't that good. What the heck? Wait, what? It says something about thermal mass, and I'm like, I have no clue. Take out that demolisher. That thing hurts. That Zeus. We should definitely address it. So you're the one with AMS. I still have to wait 3-ish minutes. Oh, he says this will work. Roguewar.org. Okay. Oh! Taurians took back Horus. Huh. That is very interesting. Oh, the more you know. Roguetech. Well, you did take back Horus. Yeah, sounds like I just got one of my mechs got headshotted. I'm like, well, you did take back Taurus. Happens. You'll have no more mechs by the season. Wait, no, it should be. You have no more mechs by the time ends. Yeah, no, that'd be interesting. I do need this. Looks like. Okay, this. Deal with them first though. Yeah, no, that's a bit annoying, but oh well. Why does that die? How much time? Yep. A lot of weapons can take out a head, though. It's just RNG at that point. Alright, we got that. So now I'm gonna pay a visit your friends over there. You know, I don't want them to feel like I'm ignoring them. That's not very nice. Alright, let's get through this screen and then probably one more mission and then reboot. I'll go from there. CT cockpits. Do I have CT cockpits? Yeah, Crimson will soon be banned for making too much money from LA salvaging. That's the thing, like eventually you'll be like, I'm making so much money. Actually, you could get banned because like the way the way they detect cheats, it's not always obvious. Like they can't tell if you're selling a bunch of stuff or if you're like putting in some code that allows you to do different things. There is definitely that to take into account of. Did they just have another person jumping there? Like I mean, nothing wrong with it, but it's like, huh, interesting. Only a ton. Like that. I can only make that joke because, you know, mechs are quite a bit heavier than 1 ton, but yeah, no, it's just interesting. All right. Let's see if they give me any missions. I am not doing that. No thanks. That's local government. That's pirate. Oh, that's pirate. Wow, I just got screwed over with I'm not. I am definitely not doing a target acquisition. No thanks. No thanks. If they're digital, far too much. I mean, I don't even know. CBO seems to be like a digital currency. Like it's not even. Revise 50 experience is like, really? I mean, honestly, I don't really care about that particular thing event. It's not that useful at this point. But yeah, I mean, if a currency is digital, it's not gonna weigh anything, right? Or does it weigh something? I don't know. Right now, Okay, that's an assassination. I'm fine with it. I am going up against like 4 other Canopian companies. I mean, we do have one there. I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna have to reply Discord after like once it starts loading. Yeah, someone's like, how much sea bills would make up a ton? Wow, my sea bills haven't increased my monthly expenses, so it's not even 5 tons yet. Wait, is 0.25 the lightest? It might be lighter. I mean, some of them lessen the tonnage, but you can't really have negative tons. Yeah, no, that'd be funny. It's like, once you get your certain amount of sea bills, they start costing you more monthly expenses. Sea bills. Look at Sarna. Exchange rates. I know these are weird things. It's like, how heavy is it? It's like, I don't think there's enough information to even like determine that. Okay. Let's start. Where the heck are they? Okay, so there's one group there. Wait, isn't one of them there? Now I'm confused. I still haven't found the best location to drop here yet. If I go there, I'm too far away. Let's try here and see what happens. Yeah, that's why I didn't want like the corner, otherwise it would take me forever to reach these guys. And I'm like, I don't feel like it. Okay, so these are what, 19? Oh, 16. So I'll deal with one group first. And maybe my allies will distract the other group. That's the hope. Coins called demis are issued. I mean, honestly, if I feel like if you're doing deals, generally it's online, right? Like electronic versions. Wait, does someone actually have an answer? I'll be intrigued if they have an answer. Like I'm actually kind of curious. But I do want to know how they get to their answer because it's not obvious. Let's put it that way. I'm glad I have allies so they could distract this group for a bit. That'd be ideal. Alright. How do we approach this? Archer. It does get laggy at times. What are our odds of hitting things? Okay, let's go after the Warhammer maybe. I don't like when I have direct line of sight because it actually puts a penalty to my accuracy. It's not even a minor one, it's actually a pretty significant penalty. I can't believe I got that. And I'm happy that I got that. Alright. Oh, it wasn't the legs. I mean, if it took out the entire left side, I would have no problem either. Let's just do Artemis. And my artillery should be able to take it out. Should. Maybe. See? Alright. We will go here. Explosives. Damn it! Like, curses! Oh, perfect. I mean, I didn't hear the fat lady sing, but I won't doubt my opponent. I'm sure they have better hearing than me. Three, so we do have an emperor and we have a gladiator here. And I won't need to actually climb uphill to reach the other group. I'm hoping they won't trigger my shotgun. It does have some ammo through its AMS. I think it's because of the range. That's why the combat shotgun wasn't as effective. Yeah, gladiator. I mean, just listening to the name is like, yeah, it's probably a melee mech. Emperor will probably do some nasty damage. That'd been a lot worse, but I'll take it. Let's focus on. Wow, you missed horribly. Good job. Wait, is that a vehicle? Because I could take out vehicles fairly easily. Fairly. Okay, there is a heavy tank. And there's also Raven, so those are actually vulnerable to artillery because they don't have a lot of armor. And one has a vehicle, and vehicles don't like artillery. Vehicles don't like a lot of things. They don't like flames, they don't like mines, they don't like artillery, they don't like tandem. Like, I know most things don't like tandem, but vehicles are especially bad. Oh. Oh. Oh, sucks for you, my friend. I am trying not to enact that, so I'm gonna be more careful in my positioning. Is it so hard to hit you? My allies are doing a good job. I mean, I would prefer if they did more, but then at that point you grow reliant on your allies, so that's also not good. Alright, definitely falling behind in terms of the time, but it's okay. I feel like I'm still doing reasonably. Things could be better, but things could also be worse, so no issue with that. Yeah, this map, it's hard for me to make work. I'm just not hitting that thing. Like, it's just refusing to. I mean, I've been missing a lot. Like, if the railguns are actually hitting, it would be in a much worse position. Yeah, no, the misses are not helping. Boar's head is gonna just cook itself alive. I mean, it is drawing a lot of shots, so it's not built for that. That's for sure. Finally, got rid of that. And then we need to get you up there as quickly as possible. We need to lay some fire down on them. I don't think my allies is doing that well. Raven. I mean, they're all in a fairly bad shape. Is that a knockdown? Oh, whoops. I killed my ally. Whoopsie. Totally unintentional, I assure you. Oh, that's a primary target. Okay, it's gonna take like forever for them to get up there. Just so damn slow. I feel like the knockdowns definitely uses up a lot of time. Now I'm curious. It's taking a while. Alright, whose turn is it? Do I want to show myself? That sounds like a really bad idea. I mean, they might still be able to hit Annihilator, but at least they will have to work for it. And we do have that Dire Wolf, which is actually pretty damn scary. Yes, please move closer together. Please and thank you. Yeah, they need to get rid of that. I mean, it's not fleeing yet. I mean, I can't give up on this opportunity. Wait, what? Okay, you're not facing the right way. They're grouped so close together, so it's like just a really good opportunity to get a bunch of damage done. Man, your odds are terrible, but probably because we can't see them. Okay, do you need to get rid of that Dire Wolf because that thing is scary. Let's start using some of our resolve. I don't know if I took out the target I was going for. If that was a different one. But yeah, this season is definitely... Yeah, all offense is just in such a favorable position. Like it's just nuts. How one style is just overwhelmingly that powerful compared to anything else. I will even sensor lock it. Yeah, that thing is back with some. Oh no. Oh, now I'm worried. Okay, that will help. Okay, it's 12 initiative. So that is workable. Are you kidding? I thought he would be able to hit something. Yeah, it has to be the Pixio. Oh, it has a thunderbolt. Okay. I thought it was an arrow. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother moving you. Let's just go for Artemis. Raptor, let's go after the Lone Wolf. Yeah, if I can remove all of its weapons, then it's at that point it's not that dangerous. I have to be able to neuter it. Yeah, in hindsight, that's a pretty bad drop. Of course, my lance is just not quite built for this kind of terrain. Damn it! Versus, I don't know what weapons. All right, there's still that raptor. I'm less worried about the raptor. It's the direwolf. I don't know if I took out all of its ammo or not. I did lose a good amount, but it can still be a problem. I did take out one torso. Oh yeah, it's got it's very much new. I mean, it could still hurt, but it's in a position where a lot of its damage output was neutralized. I still don't know how that king crab just died. Like it was just gone. Gone. I need to deal with that raptor. Yeah, I definitely have to reboot after this. The game is getting kind of sluggish. Let's just go Inferno. Oh, already? Has it been chipped away that much? You will go after the raptor. I mean, if I take out one of them, my allies will focus on the other, and the other one is with structure exposed. It's not gonna last very long. Let's put it that way. Can you finish it off? I don't have to wait. Thank you. Oh, that was long and painful. That's why when people are like, "Oh, he's a heavy hitter," it's like, no, I'm not a heavy hitter. I don't come close. I wish I'm a heavy hitter, but I'm not. I am a medium hitter who can do missions kind of quickly. Yeah, that's about it. I feel like Renown is gonna get flipped a lot. A lot. right. I mean, I'll just take one direwolf part. They're worth like 500k, which is pretty good. Honestly, I mean, yes, you don't get to sell that much. No, that'd be nuts. If each of those are worth over 9 mil, money wouldn't be a problem. And that is something I need to experiment next season. Figure out what's the best approach doing various things. Like getting the setting to the sweet spot that I feel like it's still challenging, but at the same time, so I want to be able to influence the map. It has to be challenging, but it mustn't be so challenging that I need to invest stupid amount of time to get the lands ready. So it's a lot of, let's see if we can make this work. So, okay, that is interesting. Yeah, we're flipping that system a lot tonight. And then, I mean, they might. Wow, yeah, no, I need to reboot. I need to reboot the game. If the game is taking this long to process that, it's like, yeah, about that. And then I'll have to redo that in voice chat. Like, Discord streaming, you actually have to start. Kind of annoying. Kind of. So yeah, after that, I've lost track where I was talking about. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like yes, I don't always like yes, I do forget some stuff for role playing. What? Wait, why is my whole desktop freeze on me? Oh no. What is going on? Wow, my whole desktop, like it was literally non-responding. Like nothing was responding. That was interesting. That's all I'll say. I guess they'll be fortifying. Yeah, so Taurus has been liberated. There's 2 companies working at that. Hmm. Good luck with. I can type. Can't wait to. Let's start loading that. Yeah, now one of the worst things to have is like, having your health suffer. That's always. I mean, that's the funny thing, right? When we're young, we think we're invincible. We think we have so much time. and so we don't take good care of ourselves. And then once we get to an age where we are more likely to have problems with our body, and then we're like, oh, I should have taken better care of myself. Yeah, we humans are weird. We don't take we don't treasure things until we lose it, or we're like, ah, shoot, right? Yeah, that's why people say youth is wasted on the young, because when you're young, you don't know what you have, right? And then later on, you're like, what did I do with all that time? Why did I wasted all of it? It's just. And what saddens me is that there are people in the rogue tech community who deal with some serious health issues, and unfortunately, um, like partly our our medical technology is not quite there yet, so we can't cure a lot of it. And for those that we can kind of cure, they're probably so expensive that most people can't afford it. So it's like, yeah, it's rough. It's a tough thing to deal with in life, that's for sure. And oh yeah, there is something that I do want to talk about. Yeah, I might go off on a tangent somewhere, but um, I do want to discuss something about but this was brought up, right? So one of the issues that is causing a lot of the drama, causing a lot of the things that we're experiencing in the Rogue Tech Online is due to people belonging to factions. And if people belong to certain factions like the Directorate or the Capillans or Karita, they get treated very unfairly. So there has been talk about making everyone mercenaries, so nobody can truly be treated poorly, right? Because I just find it nuts that we. I mean, I get it, right? Once you're part of the faction, you're you're part of a tribe, and what ends up happening is you are trying, you're part of that tribe, you want to belong, and sometimes you do things that might not be very characteristic of you, and certain things might go too far because you have this us them mentality, and that sort of mentality becomes very unhealthy because it's crazy what kind of monsters we humans, including me, okay, I'm not saying I'm the exception, but it's crazy what kind of monsters we can become when we're so passionate about something that we're willing to defend it against anyone else, right? Anyone who is willing to hurt the reputation of a certain faction or certain things, we will come out and fight them tooth and nails. And that's a normal thing for like people get too passionate about their factions, and then they get tied to it, and anything that's said that's not in the positive light of that faction, people get defensive, right? People start fighting back, start becoming someone that they don't realize. Like some of them might think, oh, it's in character if I insult my enemy. Um, I mean that's a different topic, but because people are so closely connected to a faction, it's it's very easy to form these tribes and just have this us versus them, and then makes it so that somehow we can justify certain actions done to another faction because they're the enemy. And that's honestly very unhealthy for the community. But if everyone just play as mercenaries, I think that can resolve a lot of issues, right? Like if everyone is a simple merc, then they don't have a faction that they really get tied with, right? Tied to. And what that will do is, I think people, or at least I hope people, will become nicer as a result because they aren't as invested in that faction, right? They're just doing jobs, and maybe they join certain faction because they enjoyed the role playing, but overall everybody's just doing what they normally do. They're they're like this is how like Battletech was played, right? You're a mercenary. You don't do it because I mean you could, but mostly you don't do a job because you're loyal to that faction. You do it because you find that the pay, the opportunity is worth it. No more, no less. So that is definitely something that I think will like eliminate a lot of the tensions, because currently a lot of the issues that's coming out is because people are like, oh, I'm in faction A, they're in faction B, they said something bad, so I'm gonna respond. I mean, there has been some really good role playing, but some people kind of overdo it. By overdo it, I mean they cross the line, and it's no longer role playing, and at that point it's like this is not good for anyone, sort of thing. I mean, good role playing is hard, right? I'm not accusing anyone of that. I just need to finish this. I mean, this was still faster than the last mission, so I'll take it. I mean, the allies will slow things down. Honestly, for this mission, actually, my allies did take out one of the enemies. So there is that. I mean, all things considered, this could have been a lot longer. There's only one mission that I could think of that could actually. Are you kidding? Oh, I just out of range. Don't screw up. Alright. Got that done. Very good. That's that. Let's see. Discord. no, what's funny is I made a comment. I was referring to real life, but he thought I was talking about in game, and I'm like, no, I'm talking about real life. uh, no, there are like I met some great people. We could like joke around and it'll be. I meant you opened the. You know, it's like this. Wait, I think there was another mission. No, okay, no, it's just that one. Alright, let's go here. Cause a bit of havoc around here. Alright. I think they might still be active, I just don't know. Yeah, there's still plenty of work to be. Question is, do I get a decent mission? Assassination or capture base would be pretty good, honestly. But I'll be happy with most. Oh, come on. This, not local government. I'll take it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm like, I can't be too picky right now, so I'll take whatever. You'll be good at. No, I'm just joking. Around with that person. But yeah, that's the thing, right? If you find certain games, you'll find like-minded people. So it's good. I just need my own life to like get back on track. Still unemployed and it sucks. I hate being stuck at home trying to do like job searches. Alright. You be boring in real life then. I was like, alright, you'll be boring in real life then. Huh. That's beautiful. And I'm trying to debate what I'm going to do. At least these are kind of close-ish. Kind of. I mean, there will still be plenty of opposition. Where are they located? was. I don't recommend this action to enemy. Okay. Where the heck are they? I'm so confused with the deployment. So they're like somewhere just in between there? I find my allies tend to get really dumb if they don't see the enemy, like they're like I don't know what to do. It would be nice if they go to the objective, but yeah. Let's let them all have a turn because it doesn't look like they have any easy shots on me. And I don't have enough intel, so I don't want to just jump in and say, hey, oh shoot. All 8 mechs have line of sight on me and are going. Why is it so sluggish? Oh no, I did the correct. Okay, so there's a raven. Wait, there's something up here? Archer, interesting. Directional thruster. Go after the raven. This you'll get a lot of evasion there. And the ravens are really hard to hit. Luckily, they also don't have a lot of armor, so you can do some solid damage on them. Alright, I don't know what's with my game. It might be my desktop. My desktop is like, I'm tired. Jerk. I want to sleep. 17 initiative. Have that archer. Yeah, those odds are like really bad. That's one enemy down. I kind of wish they actually show you how many enemies you off. But I don't like trying to keep count myself. I'm just bad at math. It's not my fault, okay? Not all of us can be good at math. Not all of us can be geniuses. Actually, most of us can't. I can't even tell what's happening because it's such a mess. I don't know why it's that sluggish. Are you the one? Yeah, probably. Eat some tandem. I might not be able to hit that archer anymore. Let's finish off that raven. I don't know why it's so sluggish. That is not good. I'm hoping it will stabilize, but I have doubts on that. Oh, did I knock it down? No. Yeah, my allies are gonna be so late to the party. Got the left arm. It has that much stuff on the left arm. Man, they filled it. Lots, that's for sure. If this could not, like, this isn't even urban. Like, I can't imagine if this is an urban map. Then I'd be like, oh because this will be a lot worse. We still have that archer there. I think I took out like 4, maybe. The Marauder, Creep, the Raven, and the Hatchman. I think. Maybe. Catapult. The high explosives. I don't know why it's so sluggish. This normally doesn't happen, but it's now. Well, thank you, Ghost, for showing yourself, because that makes life a lot easier. Can't believe I can't hit them. If I could shoot lasers, it means I have line of sight. Right, that's the thing. I mean, it's even one of the hints they give you. They're like, well, if you can see them, they can see you. So yeah, something to keep in. Need to pay attention to. And I don't know why it's lagging this much. This is actually really bad. Is it because I'm streaming? Or is there like an update? Oh my god, my allies finally show up. I didn't think they would show up, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh yeah, I still have to like run all that distance. Oh, that's gonna be fun. You have enemies right there, and you're like, I'm gonna attack AG guy. That is just not nice. Let's focus on the catapult. See, the catapult is smarter. It's like, oh, this enemy is a lot closer. I'm not gonna move you anymore because you're not going to. Not gonna do much either. I don't know why it's so sluggish. I've only had it happen when I was playing urban maps, so this might be a good indication that, you know, I should be done for the night. Or maybe it's because I'm streaming. Streaming sometimes does take a lot of resources, so I do find that interesting. I haven't had that kind of issue before, so. Okay, the catapult is gone. We only have Tiger or Laohu left. We're not gonna do anything. You're gonna keep running. Run, Annihilator, run! You're not going to hit it. Maybe I should be doing shape charge. It would do more damage. You're not gonna do anything. You are going to take out an arm. Will my allies finish it off? I just don't know. Because their Ifri should be going first, but they might also do things. Alright, I am impressed. My allies are useful. Huzzah! Is it just me or does this roll look a bit weird? That road. I mean, someone didn't finish paving the road. Okay. Actually, no. I mean, it's snow. Okay. As someone who has shoveled snow, I'm like, okay, I know what's going on here. Yeah. Good luck. Keeping the snow off. The fact that you could see part of the road is already impressive. Like someone's trying. I'll give them that. Yeah, if my lance was more mobile, this wouldn't be a problem. And then just have to wait for prompt here and let them get through, and then we'll finish that objective and we'll be done. I mean, I can definitely see if you have a faster mech. If you can dodge all the attacks, these would be really quick. Grab, and then evac. Oh, they flip renown again. You really want renown. Do I blame them? I mean, I don't see the importance of it, but I don't know. Yeah, things are definitely not going as planned, but what can we do? Yeah, things haven't been going well for this war. You know, what can you do about it? Not much, really. I mean, whoever's doing this, it's probably frustrating. To be honest. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be on their side. To get those figured out. Anyways, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, it's getting very sluggish, so I'm like, I don't want to. I think that's a good indication that yeah, maybe my desktop is done for the night. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and hope you have a good one.